Shut up!
Oh putain!
There's only one Grant, and I'm him.
Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where you get bandages taken off and we're on the road to recovery. Just a little bandage. I'd show you the grossness that is the cut, but I'll spare you. And by the way, thank you to everybody, for God's sakes, who gave me well wishes for a little cut in the hand. You know what I'm saying? I just was on the War Room with ID Jester, Tony of Tony's Board Life, and see, I had forgotten his name, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. I called him Board Sword Man or something. And look, I forgot, I'm sorry. And man, did I have a blast on that show. It was 2 hours. It flew like nothing. Kurt was great. I mean, the chemistry that those three have, you know, is akin to the Three Stooges, man. And it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of information there. Kurt goes up with the P500, checks out other game sites, looks at, I don't know if he looked at Board Game Geek or something like that. I don't know. But him and I were arguing who was more in pain. Him, that they took out 90% of his, I don't know, thyroids or something. We got something like 600 in our body, and they took out 8, but they had to cut his neck. And I was like, come on, you're a little kid, you know, you're a pussy, this and that. I mean, seriously. I'd rather have this operation than what Kurt had, but I had a great time. Check it out. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs. And we also have, like I like to have a team here. I also have some news from Fred Serval, who asked me to pass down this information. Okay, so it's Consum Game Jam. So for you who don't know what Consum Game Jam is, I'm just gonna read his little short presentation he wrote for me, and to help me explain to you guys what's going on. For those who don't know, the Consum Game Jam is an event where wargamers from around the world spend 3 days together on Discord to make wargame prototypes. Edition 2 of the Consum Jam, this is the one here, they had one last year, will run from the 19th to the 21st of August. And he gives me this news now. And I asked him to give it to me before, or I said, why don't you give it to me before? And he tells me he's busy. The guy plays with his Legos a bit too much, but anyways. Each edition has a specific theme. Well, edition number 1 had, I don't know, a coin or something. Each edition has a specific theme, and a prestigious jury review reviews each submitted project. Now get this. Edition number 1's theme was Recycle a Coin Game, and the jury was composed of Volko Runke, Morgan Guyon-Retzi, and Jason Carr. Check this out. The 3 finalist projects ended up being added to GMT's P500, so some pretty cool stuff came out of it. Can you imagine? I mean, I don't know how many people there were there, but 3 finalists their games are on the P500. So you know what I'm saying? You have an idea? Do something with it. Get off the couch, ya fat slobs. It's out of love. So the theme is still secret for the new edition. Come on. Why would it be secret? Come on, throw me a bone here. Some people, they got designs already, Freddy. What's the matter with you? God damn. So the jury this year is Mark Herman, Jason Matthews, and Candace Harris. Candace Harris is the one of the spokespeople for BGG. And you know what? She knows her war games. And you know what? She's a hell of a drummer. Trust me. I know. Anyways. So he says that should give you a pretty big hint on what could be this year's theme. Really? Mark Herman, Jason Matthews, and Candace Harris. So, a pretty big hint. Listen, I don't know, call me stupid there, but I have no idea. No inclination of what the hint could be. Mark Herman. He did the Ribbit game. Jason Matthews. He's the guy with the 1920s mustache. Who looks like Clark Gable. And Candace Harris. Well, she's a musician. So what could the hint be? Frog, movie star, and a drummer. Okay. This is what I came up with. You know what I mean? Not all people are made the same. So he says, go on consumgamejam.com to register if you want to participate. So, I'm going to wait for emails to come in from Dave, Kilroy, Leviathan, Wojennik, and Ricardo. But I don't think Ricardo is going to send his. He would have sent it to me a couple of weeks ago. I mean, a couple of days ago. So, people, let the show go on. Or the show must go on. Be nice. Welcome to No Enemies Here Wargame News for the date of August 6th, 2022. And we have the CARROLL C unboxing from the channel that is 6 Actual. This is the first Carrier Battle, 1942, a game by Avalanche Press. And Artie from ARDWULF'S Lair, 4 videos, 2 of which are his moving update. And you know what? For anybody who has moved, that's the face that you got. But anyways, so he's unboxing Pacific Tide, 2nd edition from Compass Games. This is a unboxing from ARDWULF'S Lair, for God's sakes. Then he's counter clipping Moving Day stream. Well, I thought this was only 2 videos on Moving Day, but he's doing counter clipping Moving Day. So basically, he's bitching. And this is episode 84. On the big board, 3 videos. Deadly Northern Lights game, play notes from turn 1. Then the same thing from turn 1, overview and mechanics. And he looks at 1914 Paris overview. On the Big Chief, Bonding with Board Games, 2 videos. Evil Twilight 2000, Season number 1, Episode 25, Outside the Wire. Could you believe it's been going on that long? On Evil Twilight 2000. And he rifles through the odd remastered from free. I don't know. There's a dots, dots, that is. The man, famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has 3 videos out. He's quitting I should say, Soissons 2 and quit. That means that either he quit or he ended the game. Whatever, but it's a 2-hour video, 2.5 hours. And then another video called Teas and Other Warm Drinks, and Panic Attacks and Context. You know, I've had a panic attack once. And let me tell you, I thought I was having a heart attack. That's how wicked that was. On Combat Board Games, Brent Campbell looking at World War II Battle Game Book from the 1975 design by Andrew McNeil. I like these books. I like them. And you're going to see a lot of people are reviewing these books. That's the thing. On Compass Games Live, episode 79, they have Vince Ree. Vince Ree, I'm sure he's a designer, and they're talking about a game based on, and as I can see by the picture here, it's French. Looks like, it doesn't look Napoleonic. Looks World War II in France. All this on Compass Games. That's why you come here, to get detailed news. Dad versus Son. Look at this guy. 5 videos, turns 12 to 16 on a campaign game of Salerno 43. This is a game by Mark Simonich, published by GMT. And then he does not retreat the Italian front, parts 1 through 5. Now, in a small part, my family is in this game. Not because we were in Italy when this was happening, but because one of the chits, because this is a game designed by Cal Parazzi, and Cal Parazzi is a friend of mine, doesn't live too far away from here. One of the chits is my grandfather, a Bersaglieri, and it's called Finito Benito. It's amazing how you can just create a rule like that. But one of the chits, hey Dad, check it out. One of the chits, that's my granddad. Ah! On Dave's Gaming Cave, 2 videos. Ironclad's Print and Play, First Look, and Flying Colors, Cape Portugal, the 4th of November, 1805, Part 1. GG of Geek Gamers, 3 videos out. This is RPG a lot. So RPG stuff incoming must be what's coming in to her place. And also Mars Ritter. This is a superb and, as I said, sword and whiskers role-playing game. Then she checks out Tabletop Gaming Magazine, August 2022. My paisan from the south, Gilbert Collins, does a video on sorting solution concerning Mark Herman's great game Empire of the Sun, the Pacific War, 1941 to 1945. And here we have Hairbrain Games, Weekend Games, and he has Messina 1347. I'm sure he's talking about the Messina, the Sicily Messina, because my dad is from Marina di Massa, and I think there's a Messina up there, and that's in Tuscany. So, and he says, you know, this was recorded earlier, and as usual, I was a tad too chill in getting it published in a timely manner. And you don't even have to say that. What's the matter with this guy? Timmy! Hex to Hex checks out a game from VUCA Simulations called Donnerschlag, Escape from Stalingrad. He says it's a Hexy unboxing, as opposed to, you know, a non-Hexy unboxing. Hexes and Soldiers, 2 videos out. That tattooed man doesn't let up. Ligny 1815, Preamble Battle Ramble. Say that 5 times, and then he plays Ligny, live intro. Napoleonics. He ain't happy. Look at his face. He ain't happy. On History Hustle, North Macedonia during World War II. So that's from 1941 to 1944. And he says, what about the North Macedonian during World War II? Or what about North Macedonia during World War II? The region of what is today North Macedonia was part of the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. After the Axis invasion of Yugoslavia, this kingdom was partitioned by the Axis power. See, I didn't know that. I'm learning that. That's amazing. A small part in the West went to the Italians. Holy cow. Were we that bad? We're not that bad. Come on, we're lovers. My favorite Frenchman, Fred Serval, Pax Viking. And they were doing a teach and play with designer Jan Manker. And Jan Manker is a Viking. His ancestry is Viking. And I was privy, and I was happy that I had time to listen to a little bit of this. And man, you know, Freddy's channel, Homo Ludens, is an incredible educational channel because they touch on the game and the history of the game and more stuff, and Freddy is a great moderator. ID Jester! Talking about videos, this guy's working like crazy. He's doing Craft Time, Warriors Ultimate Quedition. God, sometimes it makes me sick to hear all that. Board Gaming with Herm, Part 3, Horror Games. Darkest Night, an unboxing, the setup of Darkest Night. Tekken Who, solo. Then the War Room with me. Me. It was all about me. Then Ghost Stories and Spirit Island Fire and Water Defense. More unboxings of new games incoming. Tekken Who with Time of Seth and Toitakan City of Gods. Toitihuacan. For God's sakes, we get a game that we could pronounce. For God's sakes, man. I'll be right back right after this.
Black Jay.
And we're back with more news. The channel Invicta, which has 1.21 million subscribers, is a history channel. 4 videos out. Did female gladiators exist? Also, citation needed. The Invicta July wrap-up stream. And then he goes into female gladiators. Did they exist? Documentary. So I see that was a preamble to this one here. So his preamble now is how rare were Roman cataphracts? The man who goes by the name of Jeff has 10 videos out. He plays Dungeon Universalis playthrough, the whole shebang. But one video he takes a break from board gaming. Man, I would too with that. The minister that is Joel Toppin virtual hike, Gunsight Lake to Lake McDonald Lodge. Gunsight Lake, holy moly. Then he plays Flashpoint, South China Seas. This is a game by Harold Buchanan. How to play Solitaire. For all our Spanish listeners, Julius Fairfax. Solitaire games in books. Right. And he says here, not all war games come in boxes and Ziploc bags. And it's this guy, Mike Lambo, man. Mike Lambo, he's rocking it. Juste Garde. The Skirmishers, number 3, Special Ops, number 10, flipped through by Multi-Man Publishing. This is a magazine from them. And End of Empire, French and Indian War Scenario, Part 3. KilRoyWasHere. You know, I'm doing the news on KilRoyWasHere because he was supposed to send me something, but he told me he fell asleep. Like, what does he do in life, this guy? But anyways. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, or the Lich King. Unboxing. Then Command and Color Samurai Battles. An unboxing. And I'm assuming a short little synopsis. And Coffee with Kilroy. Battles of the English Civil War. A game book by Mike Lambo. On that channel that is Kings and Generals, 3 videos. The Battle of Jarartes, 329 BC, Alexander the Great. I don't know how to say that name. It's Jax Artes, but it's not that. Also, the Invasion of Solomon Islands, Pacific War number 37. And another video called Why Did the English Civil War Happen? It happened because of the arrogance! On Legendary Tactics, we have 5 videos. Ark Nova board game unboxing, a take a look. Also, video. And why does Backgammon have 24 points? And Gen Con 2022 most anticipated games. I guess he's going to Gen Con. And chess, top 10 strategies and tactics for beginners. Did you know Mark Herman is like a wicked chess player? He's on the board of the New York chess something. He's got to know something about chess. You know what I'm saying? And also a video on what do you love about Gen Con. I don't know if I'd like Gen Con. There's like more than 50,000 people. I attended concerts that were that size. Excuse me. Jan Heinemann of the Let's Play History, Isle of Jersey, 1809. Kriegspiel with RPG elements. And he says, my master umpire apprenticeship. Always becoming an umpire. And he says this was a very special scenario he put together within 3 days, including stitching the map from 120 screenshots. Holy cow. Writing historical background and flavor text, side briefings, and player-specific secret objectives. Holy moly, man. That's his test. That's his test. Good luck, Jan. On Little Wars TV, a 9-player Pyrrhic war campaign. Turn number 1. Huh? My God, Little Wars TV. They're hitting it big. Also the vampire that is Mark Felton from Mark Felton Productions. Hitler's Revenge 1940, humiliating France. You know, that tells you the guy's mindset. He wants to humiliate a country that he's taken over. You think he's holding a grudge, the guy? And Hitler's American Minister. The guy's pretty pale. And Mark visits North Korea or North Korean border. I saw that one. He's got a pretty good clip of when some guy, I don't know what embassy, went out to take some pictures. Then he booted. He booted to across the DMZ to the American side. And there was a skirmish. And one idiot Korean guy, South Korean guy, actually crossed the American DMZ. Yeah, no. He crossed the American DMZ. Basically, this idiot could have started up again the Korean War, which it's not over, but I'm just saying. So, I think he was shot, and the people who were involved were shot too. What can I say? Don't live in North Korea. Mike Lambo's channel, Mike Lambo's Solitaire Book Games, 3 videos, Battle of the English Civil War, a quick look, and making counters for his games. And Battle of the English Civil War playthrough. Check out KilRoyWasHere. He takes a look at that exact book. On Mo's Game Table, Halls of Hegra from Tompit Game, Kickstarter, post-play thoughts, and Watch Movie Central. Go on the channel with 3.31 million subscribers, and you can watch movies like Zone of the Dead, or Danny, Legend, or God, and The Windwalker, and Brothers of War. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And my own worst enemy, his gameplay segment, Assault Red Horizon 41, turn number 2. Hey man, you know, it looks like a Memoir 44 type map. Who did Red Horizon 41? VUCA? Boo! Anyways, Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 3 videos out. 2 on, I should say, no. They're all different. One is on Command and Colors Ancients. The other is Combat Commander Mediterranean. Do I have the Mediterranean? I should have the Mediterranean. I have the Mediterranean. It's the Pacific I don't have. And then Command and Colors Tricorn. Long Island. Pushing Cardboard. Welcome, Pushing Cardboard. This is a new channel. He unboxes the upgrade kit to Hannibal and Hamilcar. This is a game by Mark Simonich, and I know somebody else. Is it by Yarrow Andruskevich? I think it is. Rough boardman, swordman, fisherman, musician. Rough Swordman Wargamer, 3 videos out. Rough and Blue live stream with VUCA simulation on Donnerschlag. Then he opens the box on a game, The Chase of the Bismarck, which he showed us on the War Room that I was on with Kurt, Tony, ID Jester, Tony, and Rough Board Life musician, guitar player. And then he does a live stream of Donnerschlag Part 5. The previous one being Part 4, obviously. And the heavy metal group called Sabaton has a new animated story video based on their song, which this subject inspired, called The Red Baron. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the way to teach history sometimes to some kids who are hard-headed like me. You know, put it in song, and it's like, oh, go Snoopy, or Schoolhouse Rock and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, a noun is a person, place, or thing. I would have never remembered a noun as a person, place, or thing if it wasn't for Schoolhouse Rock. Why? Because the teacher sucked where I was. Having these two games, seek out and play, creates an interest in me wanting to see this, and I'm gonna see it. And it's Gladiator and Circus Maximus campaign games. I want to check this out, man. Huh? On Simple History, 2 videos. The bullet that started World War I. The bullet that started World War I. I mean, come on, how can a teenage kid, kill King Ferdinand, whatever he was, and it starts World War I. World War I was already in play, man. You know what I'm saying? It just needed that to kick their ass to kill more people. Then Seek Bayonet Charge Hero. Wipe out at Boom La Passe. That's what it is. And last but not least, on this side, Steve Jackson Games is live with Viva la Revolution in Pathfinder Revolution. Viva la Pathfinder Revolution. And he's live with Munchkins. And we'll be right back right after these fine messages. The wonderful Stuka Joe has 3 videos out this week. Sunday Night Bomb Run coming up July 31st. This is a preview, and then he goes into a revised video of A Most Fearful Sacrifice. This is a game by Herman Lutman, published by Flying Pig Games. Line of Sight video. Look, if Stuka Joe is getting into this game, it tells you Herman Lutman did a hit. I mean, Mark Walker nailed the idea with Herman. Because I'm sure Herman's up to here with games, meaning that he's got a lot of games. You know what I'm saying. And then Sunday night bomb runs, Equatorial Clash. All this week on Stuka Joe for your enjoyment. The Discriminating Gamers, 4 videos out. Dune Arrakis, Dawn of the Fremen. Hey, this Dune game freaks me out. But anyways, then he does the War Room Shuffle. This is a game called the War Room, but the guy who was involved in Allies and Axis, or Axis and Allies. See what I'm saying? It happens, eh? Rough, relax. Then Nexum Galaxy, which is the preceding or the next video. See, I get mixed up. It's ADD. And Cody's Top 10 Come On games of August 2022. Welcome to the Dusted Game Shelf. And this is a new channel that I'm featuring here because I check it out. He's unboxing Undaunted reinforcements by Trevor Benjamin and David Thompson. Also, he gives us a shelf update. He does Junkyard City, hobby modeling. Excuse me. Hobby modeling, sailing ships, Star Trek. This guy's all over the place. All over the place. The dusted game shelf. The Oaken Night, Mr. PBS Vermont. Flashpoint, South China Sea Overview, a game by the big man, Harold Buchanan. Actually, not the big man. Like, you don't say the Ukraine anymore. You say Ukraine. So Harold is big man. Big man. Love Harold. Then he does a replay baseball, print and play base game plus the 2021 season. That's interesting. Plus, play it on your PC using Vassal, a most fearful sacrifice. And he tells you how to use Vassal. That's with 2 S's. I know Stigler's happy. And the gentlemen of the Player's Aid have 4 videos out. They're unboxing Napoleon 815 Waterloo from Shackles. Then they're debriefing the World Board Gaming Championship 2022 in Pennsylvania. I forget where. And they did mention my name once. Thank God. As soon as they mentioned my name, stop watching the video. Also, preview Halls of Hegra from Tompet Games. And they review Imperial Tide from Compass Games. On the Tank Museum, 2 videos, 2 tank chats, number 159 and 160. 159 consists of the Warrior tank, and 160 the M18 Hellcat. It's funny, eh? That they name tanks like, you know, the Centurion, the Panther, the Tiger. War would be so much nicer if you called it, I don't know, the Kitty Cat, or the Swallow. You know what I'm saying. GIMPY of the Gimpy Gamer has 3 videos out. 1, Scam or Not update. I have to check this out, see what he has to say. Then Panzerkampf prototype version. This is a Shock de Blindos. Armored Clash? Blindados. I don't know. I have to check it out. And Cobalt Keep Dual Palette. This is a Kickstarter. All this on the Gimpy Gamer. Tony's Board Life checks out Lock and Load Point Blank 29. Let's go. Turn 3. As you see, I have a new ad for Lock and Load Publishing. Go check it out. Sean Drulinger. I was with Sean at the 2017. Has it been that long? Or 2018? WBC? Bloody hell. And Sean was just, well, finishing up this game. Well, if 3-4 years, yeah, you're finishing up 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not as if I'd be making a game and in 2 weeks it's done and it's garbage. And these guys from Lock and Load, God, are they nitpicky? And in a good way, because it's play tested to death. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of errata with Lock and Load publishing games. I'm sure there are, because it's like Herman Lutman says, it's inevitable. You're gonna have errata. But as I said last week, man, I was watching one of their podcasts and talk about detail. I mean, sincerely, I mean, pick a chit, any chit, flash it to Keith, or ask him about it, and he's going to tell you the stats and everything. It's just, it's insane. U-Boater 658 unboxing FFE's DVDs on Travelers and GDW goodness. I remember what FFE stood for because Artie told me. God, and I forget. He ordered 4 DVDs from Far Future Enterprises, along with the great Traveler RPG resources, classic Traveler NE, the new era, 2300 AD. They also contain classic GDW games, Imperium, Dark Nebula, Mayday, Snapshot, Azanthi, High Lightning, 5th Frontier War, Invasion Earth, Striker version 1 and version 2, and also Star Cruiser. What is this DVD stuff? That's very interesting. I'm gonna have to check it out. On U-Boater 658. Subscribe to this guy, man. Come on! For God's sake. He's a cop. He's a good cop. Wayne Hansen. The man, the cop with is Wayne Hansen. 3 videos out. Let's Play Live. I have a secret. I don't play board games. Look at Wayne, eh? Join the club, Wayne! Then Recon, an unbagging of Save South Vietnam Solitaire, which it consists of 2 videos on these 3 videos. And yeah, look at this guy, Wise Guy. Congratulations, Wise Guy. 3,000 subscribers. Fantastic. Good for you, man. You do a lot of work. You put out a lot of videos. You must be an incredibly rich man because you don't work putting out all these videos. Other than that, you're just one of those Frank Zappa type workaholics, Oppenheimer type guys that, you know, just make everybody else look bad. Don't make nobody look bad, man. Nobody's gonna like you. I like you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you're making me look bad. But anyways, 3,000 subscribers. This is a channel update and future planning. Now he's got all these games. Don't tell me he's giving away all these games. Nah, this is probably what he's going to be doing in all those games. I don't want to put words in his mouth. Congratulations, Wise Guy. Wojennik TV. 4 videos out. One of them in English, and this is Operation Orzel review, or ORP Orzel. I think that's Operation. That one's in English. The other 3 videos is difficult to read. One is the Hostage Negotiator. The other one is Seafall. That's an unboxing. Hey, you can watch an unboxing in Polish. You know what I'm saying? And then The Worm. It's a CCG. It's a collectible card game in Polish. All this on Wojennik, on Leviathan, Michael or Michel Sorpat. The great channel that is Indie Nidel's World War II has 3 videos out. One of the moron Mussolini. Mussolini falls from power. Did he ever fall from power? Actually, he fell from being strung up on his feet when they cut him down, but he was already dead. And Hamburg's citizen burnt alive. That's a bad one. And the Battle of Stalingrad every week with maps. Going back to Mussolini, you know, 1940, these weren't the Dark Ages, man. You know what I'm saying? But it seems to us like it's the Dark Ages. But this is not even 100 years ago, man. This is like 75 years ago, right? And this idiot, I don't know how he rallied everybody, probably out of fear. And I mean, that's what, I'm sure Hitler did the same thing because, you know, join or die. And the indoctrination of young children. So you're born with this, you're raised with that, and that's what you are. You're a moron fighter. You don't know any better. But this guy Mussolini, man, did he deserve to be beaten that bad and hung and all that? Yeah, I hate to say it. I'm not a proponent or of the death penalty, but are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? But killing him, what does that do? They shouldn't have killed him. They should have kept him alive. Learned a little bit more on his reasoning and all that, and the times. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And last but not least, Zilla Blitz. 4 videos this week. He plays the Desert Rats downloadable content gameplay, Unity of Command. Then he does 2 videos on trucks. And he gives us an update to his gaming channel of August 2022. Another week, another show. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe this channel and support this channel. It helps a great deal, let me tell you. I guess summer is on its, not on its way, it's, how do you say, summer is traveling along perfectly. For God's sake, man, I lose my English. Cons are happening. There's a virtual con, don't forget, it's called the Consum Jam, or Consum World Jam, or Consum Jam. Let me not make a mistake here, because Freddy's gonna kill me. I swear to God. And it's called, Consum Game Jam. Excuse me, not Consum World Jam. Hey, I hope you like this format. This is the format I'm going to adopt. I seem to have more fun doing this. It gives me a little bit of a change without rocking the boat too much, because I need change in my life, man. I can't do the same thing all the time. So if I'm going to do the same thing, there's going to need variations. This is one variation. I'm sure it wasn't too difficult. You see my face, and then I do stupid stuff. And sometimes I'm funny, and most of the times I'm not. And I was playing Holdout, Brent Campbell's Combat Board Games D66 book. And, you know, I put it in a strategic place so I can get to it once in a while, which is called my office, the bathroom. And anyways, you know, I'm just sitting there and I'm playing the game and I'm saying, well, you know, it's cool. It creates a narrative, you know. And I thought, well, this is easy enough. You know, I see some guys, there's a sentry, shoot him. So you roll a die. And a die, it's a 1 to 3, you get him, 4 to 5, he shoots back, and I guess, I don't know, you roll another die, but that's not it. And 6, you're dead. So I roll a die, and I kill him. Great, I'm getting ahead, you know, roll for the next chapter. And the chapters are basically 1 page long, if that. And as I'm going along, I'm wasting resources. So at the beginning of the game, thank you, Kilroy, for not telling me this, but I went back to read the book again. I hate doing that. Anyways, because I skim and I don't see nothing. And it says basically you roll a D6 and you add 3 or 4. Something like that. Anyways, I had 12 resources. And as I'm prodding along, every new chapter that you go to, you gotta follow the the sequence of play. And in the sequence of play is roll for a new chapter, roll for supplies. Because as you're going along, time is going along, you're using up supplies, right? And it occurred to me that I had -2 supplies, so I'm dead. I died. Oh, this took maybe 5 minutes. I'm dead. And I'm thinking, wow. And you know what? Not to belittle anything, this and this and that, and it's a great, fun book game, very light. And it's very light. I wonder how complex or how much more involved you could make a game like this. Like how much can you stretch the story? How much can each chapter connect with each other chapter? Because there's a little bit of disconnect because you're well, I mean, if you get hold out and you're gonna understand. I don't mean a disconnect within the gameplay. I'm saying a disconnect within, it's abstracted within the seamlessness of the story. How can you make it seamless? I don't know how to make something like this seamless. It's probably going to take a long time. I know there was a game called Arabian Nights, which basically does the same thing, and that must have taken a long time. Long time. Seamless like Ambush. And Ambush took a long time. And John Butterfield doesn't want to talk about it. And Eric Lee Smith, he doesn't want to talk about it. That's how tedious this game was. I mean, even the Chief had a few games, a few add-ons to that. Man, it took a lot of work. And actually, I have them, and I should complete Ambush, man. I should. A lot of stuff I should. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thank you, Katie Doherty. And I'll see you on the upside, eh? Be nice, people. Be nice.